In this video, we'll discuss about the red blood cells. Red blood cells, in short form, they're also termed as RBCs, and they're also called as erythrocytes. So this is the term that we give to the red blood cells. Now let's talk about some of the basic things about the red blood cells. The shape of red blood cells is biconcave. So the shape is biconcave. Now biconcave means this shape. So there is like a depression in the middle, like this. This is what we term as biconcave shape. So for example, if we take an example, if these red blood cells, if they are in the round shape or in a perfect spherical shape, then what happens? They won't be easily able to travel in the blood vessels, because the function of red blood cells is to transport oxygen all around the body. So they have the pigment that is hemoglobin. So when they travel, they need to travel to all different parts of the body. So what happens, if they have a spherical shape, then they won't easily be able to travel in the blood vessels. That's why they have this kind of shape. This is known as the biconcave shape. Biconcave. Next thing, the red blood cells are enucleated. This is also a very important thing. Enucleated means they don't have a nucleus. They show the absence of nucleus, and they're enucleated at maturity, and there are some exceptions for this, except in some animals. So except camels and llamas. So except these two animals, camels and llamas, these red blood cells are normally enucleated at maturity. In camels and llamas, these red blood cells have, or the red blood cells in these animals show nucleus, show the presence of nucleus. So they are enucleated normally. In humans also they are enucleated, they don't have nucleus. Coming to the number is very high. 5 million of these RBCs are present in a millimeter cube or a cubic millimeter. So 5 million of these RBCs are present in a cubic millimeter. So if you take a cubic millimeter space, then in that small space only there are 5 million RBCs which are present. So the number is very high. But when we come to WBCs, that is white blood cells and platelets, there are less of those which are present. So these are the more, they are numerous in number compared to all other formed elements or corpuscles. And the lifespan of RBCs is 120 days. So the lifespan is around 120 days. The other formed elements, they have less days. So when we come to those other formed elements, we'll talk about their lifespan as well. But the red blood cells have the lifespan of 120 days, which is the maximum days they can live. Next thing, the formation of these RBCs is known as erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis is the formation of RBCs. And so the process of formation of RBCs is termed as the erythropoiesis. Poiesis means formation. Erythro means the red blood cell. So erythrocyte. Cyte means the cell. like that. Now, the organs that help in the process of erythropoiesis are known as erythropoietic organs. So, organs are termed as erythropoietic organs. Now, these erythropoietic organs are bone marrow. So, in bone marrow itself, the RBCs are formed. So, in bone marrow, the process of erythropoiesis takes place. That means this is the organ or the structure which helps in the process of erythropoiesis. That means this is actually the erythropoietic organ. This bone marrow is after birth. But in case of in fetus or in fetal stage, then liver helps in erythropoiesis. This is in fetus. So, liver helps in erythropoiesis in the fetal stage. Now, this is about erythropoiesis and erythropoietic organs, the organs which help in the process of RBC formation or erythropoiesis. Now, RBC count increases during two conditions. RBC count increases during two conditions. The first condition is during exercise and higher altitude. So, during exercise, they need a lot of oxygen. So, that's why the RBC count increases. And during high altitude means when they are in higher level as well. When they go up in the mountains, the oxygen level usually decreases when they go up. When they go at higher altitude, that's why they need a lot of oxygen. That's why RBC count usually increases in these conditions. Now, less hemoglobin if it's there. So, if less, so we know that the pigment which is present in RBCs is hemoglobin. So, hemoglobin is the pigment that gives the red color to the blood. We all know that. So, less hemoglobin is in RBCs is what we term as anemia. So, it's a very common thing. It's anemia. So, anemia is the condition where there is less hemoglobin in the RBCs. The hemoglobin amount is very less. Now, the membrane of the RBC is known as Downan's membrane. Downan's membrane is the membrane of RBC. This is the term that we give to the membrane of the RBC. And the RBCs are destroyed. So these RBCs are destroyed in spleen. Spleen is also termed as graveyard, or the blood bank. So RBCs are normally destroyed in the spleen. So here we told that lifespan is 120 days. So after the 120 days, these usually get destroyed, and the destroyed of RBCs takes place in the spleen. Spleen is also known as graveyard or the blood bank. Now, the function of these RBCs is to transport, or it helps in transportation of dissolved gases or the oxygen and carbon dioxide. So the gases that we have, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide. So O2 and CO2, the two gases that we have, oxygen and carbon dioxide, from the lungs to tissues. From lungs to the tissues. So this is what is the function of RBCs. So from the lungs, when we inhale oxygen, then the oxygen comes near the lungs, and from the lungs these RBCs transport it to the tissues. And again, when the tissues have the waste carbon dioxide, so this is the waste material, that is carbon dioxide, the gas that we don't need, this again the RBCs help in transportation of this carbon dioxide to the lungs. So from lungs to tissues, or from the tissues to the lungs. So this is the function of the RBCs. So in this video we discussed about RBCs, that is red blood cells. They are known as erythrocytes. The shape is biconcave. They are enucleated at maturity, and except camels and llamas, and there are 5 million of them in a cubic millimeter, and the lifespan of RBCs is 120 days, and the organs that help in the process of erythropoiesis. So the formation of RBCs is erythropoiesis, and the organs that help is called as erythropoietic organs. That is, we have the bone marrow after birth and liver in case of fetal stage. And RBC count increases in two conditions: during exercise, during regular exercise, and at higher altitude. We have seen why as well. And less hemoglobin in RBCs is termed as anemia, and the Donan's membrane is the membrane of the RBCs, and RBCs are usually destroyed in the spleen, graveyard or blood bank, and they help in transportation of gases. That's the main function of the RBCs. So in this video we discussed about RBCs, red blood cells or erythrocytes.